Good evening to you one and all. Shadow Temple of the Zeldathon and AF Crew teams back here for the very first time in 10 years with the original Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy. It's gonna be good, friends. I am having a good time and I hope you are excited here too. We are so pumped. I'm so very pumped to get ourselves back into this series. If you have not seen this series, friends, this is more or less where I started my voice acting journey back all the way in 2014, 2015, I believe, when we first started doing this. Did I originally play this on the Wii U? I can't remember. Was that what I did? I'm trying to, because admittedly, there weren't a ton of places to like catch this thing. So I imagine, yeah, it might have been the Wii U back in like 2014. Was it 2016 that we played this? Okay. Well, regardless, we are a ways back for sure. And here tonight, we are excited to bring this back. If you haven't seen the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney series, it is a long-running series of visual novels where you, as Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, must defend your clients from murder charges. And usually the solution to getting them acquitted of those crimes is by solving the murder yourself, usually right on right on the trial stand. And so that is what we're going to do tonight. Now, you might be wondering, Shadow, why are we doing this? We are doing this because there were a set of Ace Attorney games that never made it to the States. That I guess Capcom saw fit to throw back to the States. Ace Attorney Investigations 2 is part of Miles Edgeworth, Ace Attorney Investigations, Prosecutor's Path or something like that, was a game that came out like in the mid to late 2000s that it was a Japanese exclusive until this fall. They're going to be releasing a new pack of the two Miles Edgeworth games that I'm excited to try out because I never got a chance to play there was never an official English version. I just got to play the fan translation, which was fun, but I want to see what they've cooked up with that. And I figured, hey, I think this is a good time to pop back into all this madness. So yeah, let's do it. Let's get back on in here, shall we? But first, we got to hit enter. And by the way, friends, sorry that I'm late. I'm late to my usual stream. I'm late to the 9:45 start that I was expecting, or that I mentioned. I got a little ahead of myself. Ate myself ahead of myself. Lovely dinner with my family, and it was nice to see them because I've been running around a whole bunch. I just didn't have a chance to catch up in time to get here at a reasonable hour. But I'm here, and we'll still get about 2.5 hours of stream, which I figured is still pretty good. Energy drinks before? I used to do it all the time back in college. These days, I try to really keep it very, very on the down low because it's not good for you. It's not good for you at all. Thank you very much, by the way, yes, for the hype train. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Yeah, there's been a hype train going this whole time, and I've just been so excited to talk to you that I forgot about that right there. 20 seconds left in that there hype train, friends. Thank you so much for getting us to level 1. I'm not sure if we'll get to level 2 because I have not talked about it at all. Just kidding, Abyssal threw in a whole bunch. 62%. Oh my God, go. No. Thank you much, Abyssal, for throwing those in, though. I appreciate you. 5 gifted subs out there. Thank you, Abyssal, for that. I'm going to scroll back and see who got us to that lofty level in the first place. Wait. Did we act? Abyssal, you dropped another 5. Okay, sure. I don't think I've ever seen a hype train sniped that closely. Holy crap. Look at that. Oh my goodness gracious. You snuck that one right in. That is wild. Anyway, we got a hype train going here, friends. Thank you much. Abyssal for the 10 gifted subs along with... There it is. Thank you very much, Cunning, for the 100 bits. Let's scroll back up here so we can catch here back up because I miss them, folks. We've got Mr. Wilson at 85 months at tier 2, no less. Thank you very much for that. Tealdi at 54 months. Thank you very much for that. Who caught us on that third piece, though? Surely I'm missing something. Oh my God, I haven't heard that one in a while. Versus Tequila. Oh my goodness. Oh, there it is. MJ Evans with the gifted sub. Now I caught it. Now we're all caught up. Thank you very much for that. And thank you to TLD for the 100 bits right there. 100 plus bits or a gifted sub, a new sub, or you're saying resubs are no longer a thing? Is that the thing? Oh boy, that's interesting. Do resubs, but resubs at least push the hype train, right? They just don't necessarily give you an emote. That's kind of unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. I haven't seen that like either direction yet, so I'm curious about that. But yeah, Anyway, yeah, we have hype train now. That thanks to that big push at the very last possible seconds, we got another 2.5 minutes left. If anybody wants to hit it up, again, bits, subs, all that stuff. Get yourself mixed on in there, and you can get emotes you can only get via Twitch hype trains, and then you get to keep it for the rest of the time too, which is pretty good. Just gonna say. Okay, let's see. I think we're just about ready to go here, so let's get started, shall we? It's a little loud. I can turn it down, certainly. In case it wasn't clear, this is, by the way, this is indeed the not allowed enough, surely. In case this isn't clear, this is the PC version of this, just to be clear. I'm going to turn this decent bit out. Text skip is full auto skip? What does that mean? Oh, no. I'll do full auto skip if we want to skip past. Well, no, I guess maybe we'll hold down backspace so you just skip your way through that. That works pretty well. We reading tonight. Yes, this is a reading game, in case you guys didn't know. And yes, this is the game that I do not want any spoilers, please, friends. If you know the answer to puzzles that we are solving in this game throughout the game, just say done, like we have been done, like we do with some other games. So there you go. Let's see, text box. Oh, this adjusts the transparency of the box. I think low is pretty good because we want to see what's back there, but we also definitely want to see the chat. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Doodle. Yes, right now, of course, also GDQ's going on, friends. I gotta go back and watch because I saw a GIF of Alan Wake 2, the playthrough, and I was like, oh my! I saw the dancing, and oh man. And Balatro, I have to go back and watch the Balatro run. That I'm sure is very fun. Anyway, backspace. There we go. Oh my God, Cunning. January 12th, 2016 was the last time we played this game. Coming up on 8.5 years, right? If I'm understanding that correctly, then. It's good. It's good. Friends, if you have not seen this, by the way, again, this is a blast of the past for a lot of my older fans and for some newer fans. I think you're gonna have fun with this. This is gonna be a fun run. This allows me to do a lot of really silly voices. If you like hearing me do silly voices, the characters are really colorful and interesting and fun, and they're just all good. It's true. I did technically play the first case in that shuffler, but I think I confused people more than anything else. We are gonna play this for realsies. How will they make you inform you that you just started college when I did this? Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, that's a cute emo. Yeah, I got that one too. Let's see this one right here. Oh, it's very cute. Oh, look at a little kitty botany thing. Doing a little dance. Okay, hopefully the audio is pretty good relative to me. And here we go, friends. We're going to do the first bit. Actually, no, one last thing. I was going to send somebody a message because somebody was asking about doing a collab for some Plate Up coming up here soon. The accent is accenting. Cool. How's me? I's good. is good. Actually, I was really worried because I know some people got sick after VidCon or like at the end of VidCon / during VidCon. And so I was really worried to the point where I did a COVID test this morning, and I'm like, uh-oh, I hope I'm not picking up what other people are picking up. But this one tested negative, so my snot popsicle was well used. I masked on the flights, Leolite. I did not for the actual meetups because I had makeup and everything. I did the whole 9 yards. But yeah, resubs do get the email, but you don't get the notification. How's VidCon? VidCon was extraordinarily good. Okay, I think I'm set to go, friends. Let's hit this thing up. New game. Hey, Childish, how you doing? I love play this game. So in this pack, there are 3 Ace Attorney games. There's Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. There's Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All. There's Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney in Trials and Tribulations. We'll touch them all eventually, but right now we are starting with Ace Attorney. Anyone got a little bit of convention ink? Yeah. No, I was kind of testing my voice here at the beginning of the stream, and honestly, it feels pretty good. Pretty happy with it. All right, friends, we're going to start with episode 1, the first Turnabout. And thank you, Marissa, for enjoying my my title for this stream. I thought it was pretty good. Play the first Turnabout. Let's do it. Uh-oh. Somebody got caught. Damn it. Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. Man, this game really started off really slow, didn't it? I'm a killer man. I gotta make sure I don't get caught on the killing part. Is it a shipless run? 100% shipless is wild. Is 100% meaning that you do all the scans? Because that's pretty crazy. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. 100% ship log, jeez. So, strangely enough, you have to go back to your ship at some point to even log that you have 100%. God, I love this soundtrack so much. Yes, this is a TV show. It's a stage play. It's a series of games. I don't think it's a board game, but it could be. I think that'd be fun, honestly. How's that audio, by the way, relative to me? Does that sound pretty good? Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. Oh, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. Says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life! Everything! It's all over! Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death! Despair! Oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty.
Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die.
What? What's wrong, Gary? Hey, Yamiko! You're a GDQ for the first time. Any tips for a first timer? I actually recommend checking with a couple people who are here as well. Tealdi and Doodle, I think, are both at there as well. But thank you very much for this tier 3. My goodness. Really, the thing is, I'd recommend is just watch as many runs as you can and hang out and have a good time. Talk to people. If you've got a game that you're interested in, talk to the people around you because they most likely are also interested in that game. Weirdly enough. I know, that definitely would have gotten me evicted in the past, which is nice that I don't have to worry about that anymore. And thank you very much, Darker Chaos. Welcome. How you doing? Max is your stream. Well, welcome on in. Well, hi, hello. Anyway.
Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. I'm finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? God, Nick, you gotta tell me who took my baby away.
The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. Oh, I get you, Doodle. That makes sense. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. And people just coming in, you have not missed anything, by the way. We've just started. All you need to know, we're Phoenix Wright. We're the defense attorney. Larry Butts is our best friend since grade school, and also has been accused of killing his girlfriend. So we don't think he did it, but we got to figure out who did and who's framing him for the murder of his girlfriend. So there you go. Our school had a saying: when something smells, it's usually the butts. I know, it kind of feels like an unofficial Mac raid, doesn't it? Like everybody was like, oh, I'm seeing. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one. Which is why I took the case. Very much Frosted Limit for the 6 months. Get those step thoughts, Chad, please, and thank you. To clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. Well, no, he's not 23, right? He is, or is he 23? And they say that he's the 23 years he's known him. Which means, has he known him since birth? August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom Number 2.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The, defense is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous.
Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have at least have a test to ascertain your readiness.
Remember when people took the judge seriously in this series? Back in the day. Hey, Fish and Bash and everybody else coming in here. Hello. Yes, Your Honor. Gulp! Hands shaking, eyesight fading.
The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case.
Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor.
Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name?
I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. To the court record! So when we don't know information, we can always look at the information that we've collected through our investigations or what people have been handing us in. In this case, we have the autopsy report of the murder, or of the victim here, whose name is Cindy. Cindy's autopsy report, she died July 31st between 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. and died of loss of blood due to blunt trauma, which means she got clonked. Some big and heavy and clonky. Check the profile? Sure. Phoenix isn't on here. Mia Fey, age 27. Larry Butts, yeah, 23 years he's known him apparently, huh? Cindy Stone. Cindy Stone, the name of the victim in this case. Model, she lived in an apartment by herself. Sorry, Larry. And then we're taking on Winston Payne. The prosecutor for the case lacks presence, generally bad at getting his points across. Dang. Whereas Halfbound, not here. Yeah, no, she doesn't stream with me, Naruto. But then, if you were hoping for that, I am sorry she doesn't come here very often. We do our own thing. We have our own fun. Is this the game with the pun names? All of the Ace Attorney games have pun names, for sure. Like Winston Payne. Right? Like Wince in Pain. Wait. Uh-oh. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Cindy Stone? I don't think there is one necessarily there. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot. Temporarily. Call it a construction only block? Sure. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. No, we take fan suggestions. We just don't, to be clear, we don't actually. But if I do take a fan suggestion, I'm going to take credit for it, just to be clear. Thank you for handing it to me. I'm now going to write my name on it. Ha ha ha! Can't do nothing about it. Should have sent it to me, the contract. Now I will get the head pats. The victim in this case is Cinderblock. No, that's not right. It's Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone.
Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was
hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object.
Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Jolly good.
Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Little head pat animation. That'd be cute. Yeah, you think I do streaming for fun? So I can steal all the good ideas out there in the world. What's this game called? You want to play it? It's called Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Is this on? Usually people ask if they can play it on their phones. Is this on iPhone, Android? I feel like it is, right? If it's not, I feel like it should be. I mean, it's pretty easy to grab.
Well then, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was this statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence.
Statue added to the court record. A statue in the shape of the Thinker. It's rather heavy. And watch, it probably won't chat, but you're here. That's all right. This is an excellent one to coast in having it in the background. I totally get it. It is on mobile for cost. Yeah, you have to buy it, but it's a full game. You're not, microtransaction your way through it. For $23 for the trilogy, that's not bad. I just paid $30 for this, so why did I pay $30 for it? Anyway. Right? Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the court record frequently.
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Why are you laughing? Stop laughing at me, audience. Mr. Butts is in a lot of trouble. Get that Butts up here.
Chief, what do I do now? Yeah, so bad it keeps kicking out of the stream. Yeah, you can lower your quality options, by the way, especially on this game. I mean, it's not exactly breaking the bank in terms of graphical fidelity. Marissa sent me a YouTube tutorial on how to add head pat redeems. Trilogy, Investigations, Duel, Spirit, and Apollo, all on mobile. Huh. Wait, Investigations? Really? It's coming soon, right? It's not out yet on there, right? They wouldn't wait to put that on all the other platforms until... Anyway, I have to do now. Sure, maybe. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. So what, I can do the Edgeworth games now? Both of them? I thought the whole thing was that it's a brand new translation. Huh. Well, got our time. I got it. What was the Oh, I think that was in the Switch thing, right? That was in the Switch. No. The Nintendo Switch pack, right? Or during the Nintendo Direct. I don't know, man.
Ahem.
Sorry, Payne. Go ahead.
Mr. Butts, is it not true the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony.
Didn't they all die?
I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls. Or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it, lies! I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. And you can see she is American, just as we all are here too in America.
If you haven't seen the series before, by the way, friends, there's a very specific joke in the because this is a Japanese series, right? That was then localized into the U.S. a couple of years after it initially came out. And they made a decision very early on that that this all happens in Los Angeles, even though there are some very Japanese references in this game, as you'll see soon enough. But anyway.
According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
Did come out on mobile in Japan. Oh, in Japan. I see. That's right. How about we do it my way? Welcome back. Just regardless. Passport added to the court record. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30, the day before the murder. Okay.
Indeed, she appears to have...
I'm trying to decide how to go with the judge's voice. If I'm not careful, it's going to sound too, like, British.
Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but she did not have a large income. It appears she had several sugar daddies.
Daddies? Sugar?
Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude!
We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now?
Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I stop him from answering? He doesn't have to answer that. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case.
Oh, Wins. Wins is my name.
Dude, Nick! What do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog! I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and I went and meet her in the afterlife. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this!
Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone.
Yeah, but he didn't know pain.
Yes, quite.
Oh boy, it's not looking so good.
And next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Go. Well, did you or did you not?
Well, maybe I did, maybe I didn't.
Uh-oh.
He went.
For me,
Uh-oh.
bodybuilding is life.
They're much cherry for the 1,050 bits. Yeah. Give the old slot machine a spin, eh? Oh. Penny just fell out of the back. Let's do it. Spin it up. See if we get sevens and bars. Good practice for Vegas, which you also noticed I just lost. So, boy, yeah, that's gonna go well. Thank you very much for the 1,000 bits, though. Appreciate it. What do I do? All I want to answer honestly. I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah. Yeah, I was there. I went. Hello, Steve. How you doing?
Order! Well, Mr. Butts,
Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her. In case you're wondering if I was giving Payne an intentionally weird voice, did you hear his objection there?
Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
lying?
The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Uh-oh.
Rabble. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building.
Also, this game, by the way, came out initially in like 2001. So even though it's quote-unquote present day, man, things like a door-to-door newspaper salesman. How about that for some fun?
Please, bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand.
Hey, Wolfie of Love, how you doing?
Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct?
Oh, yes. Newspapers, yes.
Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court that what you saw on the day of the murder.
Witness testimony, witness's account. Doing pretty good. Feeling good tonight. I was I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? Wait, is this supposed to take place in 2016? The long distant, distant future of 2016? I thought it was just a present day game. Oh no. Oh no. Why would they do that to themselves? I can't defend you against testimony like that.
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
Blackout record added to the court record.
Now, Mr. Wright.
Yes, yes, Your Honor?
You may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination, Your Honor? All right, Wright. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? And that witness must have lied. Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with tab, then point out contradictions in the testimony. All right, friends, so we have to go through the testimony that Mr. Frank Sawit just gave and figure out what doesn't match up with the facts. I already know it, but here it is. So I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. Thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. You think somebody would do that? Go into the courtroom and tell lies? I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. So, if you were listening earlier, you may have noticed that this man says 1 p.m. However, the autopsy report says that she died somewhere between 4 and 5 p.m. Something tells me this guy's not all in the up and all that. So when we're ready to hit him on that contradiction, that lie, we throw an objection. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this? How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, we did drop a bunch of frames. Sorry, guys. It's so quick. And it's not, and the weirdest thing is I can see like in the corner of my eye, the green circle that tells me when I'm dropping frames or not. And it is just like off on. It's so weird. Because usually when it's my internet connection, it like drops like 10 frames, then it comes back, then drops like 30 frames, then comes back. But instead, I think it's on Twitch's side because I just lose like a good like 5 seconds and then it comes back. And then my bit rate's perfectly normal, like nothing happened. I don't know. Are you guys back with me? Let me know if you can hear me. What if you could? I might contact Twitch about it. Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, it sounds like you guys are back. Cool. Great. Let's get moving here. We've been back. Yeah. Cool. Anyway, how do you explain this 3-hour gap? Pink Bell from VidCon? Yeah, hi, how's it going? Should have been the first to lose you, true. Oh, that,
This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Saw It. Why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. Wait! I remember now.
Would you care to give your testimony again?
The time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. How different the voices I did for the characters back at the original streams. Which are better, by the way? Are the older ones or the new ones? End times to end meetings are going long. Oof. Yeah, did you spot the contradiction, by the way? Right there? He said, he knew it was the time because the TV was on, and it said 1 o'clock.
I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. Yeah, also taped, man. In the year 2016, excuse me. Would you like me a gruffer judge? I could be more of I could get more gruff. Yeah, by the way, if you do have an answer, don't say it in chat. Just say done, to be clear. Just because I think it's fun when everyone's like, I think I got it. Okay. So, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. So... Objection. You're absolutely right. You know what? You could either say done or objection. I think it would be a cute thing. No, it's fine, Montaro. I was just curious. If you picked the fact that the electricity was out, which was a whole part of the start of this story, you are correct. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. Oh, we just did it. Yeah. It's so weird. I'll see if I can catch it in the act next time, because, again, my bit rate is not fluctuating. It's like 5,000 is 0 and back. I don't know, man. Ugh. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Ugh.
The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit?
Maybe that'll do some more like that. No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now.
Mr. Sawit? The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility.
Yeah, I think I like that. I think I'd be fine for all caps for objection, sure. I think it's the only way to say it, honestly. Not that you should make people use all caps, but yeah.
That, and you seem rather distraught.
My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Posture check, yeah. That's probably a good idea. Thank you, Tyshawn. Somebody asked, by the way, I think it was Duo at the very beginning of the stream, when am I going to do marbles again? I only do really marbles on Saturdays, and I just haven't been around for a Saturday stream, guys. Every Saturday, I've been busy.
Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please.
Hearing the time. They much Triforce drummer for the 85 months at tier 3. Get those double dots, Chad, please, and thank you. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. A table clock?
You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Gladly. For real? How much Lady MJ for the 10 months? My goodness, everybody coming in here. Hello. Hearing the time. All right, friends, did you spot the contradiction this time? This one's a little bit tougher. You had to have known the evidence a little bit sooner on this one. You do have it right there, Tyshawn. I think somebody dropped a gifted sub on you earlier. So he didn't hear the time, he saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment. The murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. Now, these are the items we have right here. We have our attorney's badge, of course. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. The autopsy report. The statue. Ba-da-da-ba-ba-ba-bum. So we haven't actually done this part, but I do want to kind of dig in here a little bit. Whenever we're not necessarily certain about this information, we can always press the witness on what they're saying and see if we can get a little bit more information from them. The murder weapon? Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something? Something's fishy here. Yeah. So, in case it wasn't clear, this is the murder weapon right here. Doesn't look like a clock to you. Doesn't look like a clock to me. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Saw It. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock.
Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne.
As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now?
Yeah. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Right? It looks like a statue. From the outside, it looks like a statue. You wouldn't know that it tells you the time. Unless there's something going on there. Yet, the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction.
Indeed.
The witness knew that it was a clock because he knew her beforehand. He was actually one of the sugar daddies. No, went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh, yeah? But prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard.
Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Saw It. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you're so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this?
Same, miss, same.
This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face.
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day, I never. Look, the clock. No, I heard. No, I mean, I saw. Shut up. I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn. Burn! Give him death.
Order! Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright,
Your Honor?
you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Saw It heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply... try the clock, see if it works. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully.
I think it's 8:25.
That certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is the thinker, after all.
So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25. Go!
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? Well, it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it. It was so close.
Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indict the witness, unfortunately. This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me as a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. We lost, guys. I can't believe it. We didn't do it good enough. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sawit. Mia, I mean Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Sure, why not? Watch the anime this year and watching Voice for Junior. Oh, there you go. Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, Wright. Find it and let him have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off.
Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
Friends, do you know this one? Again, type done or objection in chat if you think you've got it figured out. Why was the clock a different time than the present time? Involves one of these pieces here. I'm lagging again. No, not this time. I didn't drop frames this time. At least not yet. Yeah, either done or objection. Here it is. Ready for this? The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30 the day before the murder. Send it! The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. Your stream, what you say, but your stream, what you see is slower. There's always going to be a delay for what it's worth, like up to about maybe as late as 10 seconds behind. But if you refresh, sometimes it does, like if it's slowed down at all at any given point, it should catch it up kind of quick. You know what I mean? Just saying. Anyway, as we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. on the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. Which, by the way, is actually true. From LA to Paris, it is a 9-hour difference. Again, this is supposed to take place in California. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you? Mr. Saw It? Or should I say, Mr. Did It?
Oh! Got him! Order! Order, I say!